Lori Oberbroeckling, author of the book Secrets of Supermom, How Extraordinary Moms Succeed at Work and Home and How You Can Too. Today, I am sharing the 5 things I've learned from the social isolation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Number 1, we don't have to do everything. As a mom from a busy family, we are constantly on the go. I know this is not unlike many families. When the pandemic put everyone's life on hold, it was a shock. However, many parents realized that the slower pace actually worked for their family. Maybe it meant they played more games together. Maybe it meant they hung out outside more often. Maybe it meant they went on more bike rides. Maybe it just meant that they ate dinner together instead of sitting in the car running from activity to activity. Whatever it was, we don't have to do everything. We get to choose what we put back into our life and what we don't. Number 2, pivot. When in doubt, change directions. Our ability to be flexible when something doesn't go our way, when something gets in the way, is critical to success. I strongly believe that the businesses that have succeeded, the families that have succeeded, the schools that have succeeded have done so because they figured out a way to pivot. For me, when I decided that I was not going to focus on grades for my children and more on them being responsible and independent in their homeschooling adventure, that made all the difference. We had a much easier time, and dare I say more successful time, by pivoting. Number 3, the choice is always ours. We didn't get to choose the pandemic. We didn't get to choose lockdowns or homeschooling or job loss or illness, but we always get to choose how we react. We choose how we will move forward. We choose how we will change our families. We choose what we will do in the circumstances to make the best choices for us. We choose our attitude. I could have decided to whine. I could have decided to stay angry. I could have decided to complain about every moment of homeschooling. I could have decided to complain about every change at work. I chose to focus on how I wanted to feel at the end of the pandemic. Would I be proud that I did the very best I could with the most positive attitude I could muster? Then it was the right choice. Number 4, it is critical to talk to your children, even when you don't have all the answers. We have talked ad nauseum over the last year. We have talked about the virus. We have talked about how we want our lives to be. We have talked about questions I certainly can't answer. We have talked about puberty and birds and the bees and politics and why people do the things that they do. As we discuss, we teach them to think on their own. We teach them to ask questions, to learn, to investigate. It's critical because they're always listening. I want my kids to be independent, responsible, and nice. I can only do that by talking to them and by modeling it. And number 5, I need hugs. I sure miss a good, strong bear hug. From a scientific perspective, a 20-second hug reduces stress, reduces blood pressure, increases oxytocin, which is the love hormone, and increases happiness. It's really no wonder I miss them. Thank you, Authority Magazine, for the opportunity to share my experience with the world.